Peace, Prince Ash here, back with another vlog. It's 2:32 in the morning, and I made the mistake of drinking a fat cup of coffee at like midnight. I never drink coffee at home, ever, and tonight I was just like, I'm having a cup of coffee, and now I can't sleep, which never really happens either. I'll tell you the truth, I didn't take my meds. I forgot to pick them up. So I'm kind of if I don't take my meds, I don't sleep. That's basically the only side effect. But I will get to sleep, hopefully around 3, which is in half an hour. So I'm unwinding now at the minute. I'll pick up my meds tomorrow, and get back into a normal sleeping routine. Get to bed at like midnight. Yeah, if my fucking key worker or anyone were to find out I didn't take my meds, they'd fucking kill me. But look, I suppose you can't take them every day. You're supposed to. I know, I'm just making excuses. Fucking, look, that's the truth. That's the truth. Didn't take them, and here we are. And I'm in just weirdo form. I wrote like 3 songs today. I wrote a spoken word poetry piece, which I uploaded here. And I'm also in the middle of an episode as well, which doesn't help. I'm literally hearing voices screaming at me. It's died down now in the past like half hour, but for like from like 10 or 11 p.m. up until 1 pretty much, I was hearing voices screaming at me. Yeah, I won't even repeat what they were saying, just horrible shit about me. And just feeling like an absolute idiot. Like, every time this happens, I just start feeling like, oh my god, how did I do this to myself? Why the fuck did I do this? Why the fuck am I posting shit on the internet? Why the fuck does anyone like me? I'm a failure. You know, all those thoughts go on in my head. And then when I kind of come around a bit, I feel okay again, and I'm more secure in myself and comfortable, and thank God I'm kind of getting that back now. But it's so difficult when it happens. It's just really frustrating, and it makes me angry. And like the spoken word piece I uploaded, there's venom in it. It's fucking anger. That's why the lights were red when I put it on as well, because shit was pure anger, and it was a real piece. It's a moving piece of art. I highly suggest you check it out. It's in my shorts. It's the most recent one. If you're suffering from this too, drop it in the comments. I'd love to know. I'd love to hear your experience. You know, a lot of people are suffering from psychosis these days. That's what it seems like to me. But like, yeah, maybe it's just a regular amount of people that are suffering from psychosis. But I just happen to be in contact with a lot of people that are. And that's kind of cool, man. It's nice to be able to connect with people who can relate. Like, the theme of the fucking spoken word was like, you can't fucking relate. You don't understand this. You don't get the pain that I'm suffering. You don't hear these voices. It's just me. And that kind of makes it lonely and isolating. And yeah, like, I'm doing pretty good aside from this minor blip that, you know, happens once every couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, like. But yeah, I'm gonna be all right. I spent the past hour and a half pretty much singing fucking all my favorite songs. I think that was the coffee, to be honest. Like, I just had so much energy, and I was like, I want to sing along to these. And to be honest, I might start like doing lives and just singing along to my favorite songs, because it's fun. And I'm sure some of you might know some of my favorite songs and sing along to it, like, you know. Yeah, things are good. Like, I can't complain too much. I'm content in myself, like, and that's a contentment that I've been chasing in drugs and alcohol for years, to the brink of insanity and death. Like, I'm very lucky I didn't die. Uh, I'll just retell a little story. Like, there was one night I was on the streets, and my city is pretty big. There's a population of 80,000, I think it is, but it's a pretty big city, like, and I had to walk from town out to Salt Hill to get to my sleeping bag, and it was pissing rain on me. It was a horrible night. It was a stormy night. It was just so much rain. And I walked in the rain to my sleeping bag. When I got there, it was soaked. Couldn't sleep in it. If I were to sleep in it, I'd be at risk of dying, to be honest. And I rang my people, so to speak, and they said, go back to town. They booked me a place in a hostel for one night, or 2 nights actually, which was very nice, and I had to walk all the way back to town, and that's when I got my blister. I walked in the rain, was running around the town, fucking back and forth, like, just not knowing what to do. And eventually I got to that hostel and had a shower, and it was the most satisfying shower I've ever had, like, because I was freezing, soaked to the bone, and I barely even had a change of clothes. Like, I fucking literally, I had, like, I think I had an old pair of clothes to change into, to be honest, but I got a bed for the night, and I was actually, like, it was a shared room in the hostel, so I was in with this American guy, and he wasn't really too pleased to have me there because he knew I was homeless, and the hostel was for tourists, like, and I lied to the manager of the hostel. I was like, oh yeah, I'm locked out of my house, my parents are gone away, I'm fucking lost my wallet, I've nowhere to go, I have to book in here. And he was like, okay. And he kind of, I could tell he was very suspicious of me, but he had to accept my story. I paid for the hostel, and, you know. And when I got in, I spoke to the American guy, and I was just like, look, I've been roughing it for a while. And he said, how long? And I just said, a while. And I wouldn't open up to him about Anton, and he, fucking, yeah, he wasn't too pleased at that. But then, I was walking through town the next day, and it was a little bit wet, but not as wet as the night before. And I bumped into him in town just by chance. And I was like, to be honest, man, I suffer from addiction, and I'm going to a meeting in a bit. And he was like, yo, me too, man. But he wasn't going to a meeting. I offered him to come to a meeting with me, and he was like, nah, I'm going to leave it. Maybe he had heard stuff about Irish meetings that he didn't like, or maybe he just doesn't go to meetings, I don't know. But, like, we stopped and had a good chat. I can't remember everything about the chat, but that was actually a really nice moment, because, you know, we were brothers in that moment. We were on the same team, and we were getting on well, like, and kind of shooting the breeze and telling a few war stories and stuff. He was on about some story about how he fucking dropped Molly on the floor and he had to, like, salvage it. And anyway, immediately after that, I walked on, and I walked into the shopping centre, and I bumped into my cousin just by chance. Hadn't seen her in ages, like, and had a great chat with her. And I don't know, I just felt like it was a sign from my higher power, I guess, or the universe or something, that things are going to be okay, like, and that I'm still connected, and that, like, there's still people out there who care about me. And that was a dark time. That was in the middle of my homelessness, and obviously getting the bed in the hostel for the night was huge, because it saved my life. I probably would have died out there in the rain. And that's when I got trench foot. like massive blister on my foot that got infected. I think I had them on both feet. I had like 3 blisters on my left foot, and one was like not that big. I can't even do it, man. It was like that big. It was fucking huge. And that was nasty, man, yeah. So yeah, drop in the comments, let me know what's going on with you. Subscribe if you're new. The cool thing is, 2 weeks ago, pretty much to the day, we hit 250 subs. And since 2 weeks, we've hit 279 subs. So we're 21 subs away from 300. And then another 200 and we can monetize the channel, I'm pretty sure. And another 500 after that, and we've hit the goal for this channel, which is 1,000 subs. That's like the ultimate goal I'm working towards. That would be fucking epic if we got that. So if you like my videos, show a friend or show someone. If you think someone would be interested in my videos, then show them. I'm interested to know what's going on with you. Drop it in the comments. Peace. Prince Ash.